Hello, welcome to our channel. Welcome to Pure Sims Fashion channel. This is Governor, and today I'm going to be taking you through the process of making a cuff. The type of sleeves we are trying to make today is the cuff links sleeve. So the process of fixing the vent, the placket vent for the cuff, and then the cuff itself is what I'm going to take you through today. Please, if you are new to the channel, we are very pleased to have you. You are welcome. Kindly subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. Please, leaving a like and subscribing does not cost anything. It actually helps us to reach more people, and it also helps our community to grow faster. And if you are a returning subscriber, wow, you people are the real deal. We are very happy to have you with us. Please remember to leave a like on the video and share the video with your friends, and please, you guys should leave a comment, okay? So if you have not seen the video on how to prepare this, kindly check the channel. You will see the video on how to prepare this. Now I'm going to take you through the process of actually fixing it. If you look at this fabric that I have, this is the sleeve. This is one side of the sleeve, and this is the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, this is the wrong side of the fabric. Now this is the wrong side of this placket, and this is the right side. So the right side of the placket will face the wrong side of the fabric like this. All right, you align the slits on this placket here. You align it to the slit on the fabric here, allowing the edges to match and the sides to match as well. So now the next thing is for us to run a stitch around this stay, the shape that we already have here, with the stay that is here. So that is the shape we are going to try to achieve by running a stitch around it. So leave a very slight space between the stitches and the stay. Okay, so let me take you through the process now. Okay, without further delay, let's get started. Alright, so you continue to align it like this and stitch. Please take your time. There is no rush to it. You are not in a competition with anybody. You are just in competition with yourself to ensure that you deliver something that is amazing to your customer, okay? So be careful around the curve. It's very easy to make mistake, and if you are not if you don't know your way around the industrial machine that well, you can just stick to a machine that you can easily control, because the industrial machine can be a handful sometimes. So now that you are done with the curved part, you continue the stitch straight. Please remember to align it. So that is done. You can see, if you look closely, you will see that there is little space between my stitches and the stay, and I made the stitch go around the stay like that. So the next thing we will do now is to notch here, then notch to this part. Please don't notch beyond the stitches you made though. Just very close to the stitch, but don't cut, don't break the stitch, okay? If you break it, you have spoiled all the thing, everything here. So now that that is done, we are going to turn this way. I hope you can see what I'm doing. We turn it this way, like this, okay, to the right side of the fabric. So now that it's on the right side, you try to set it well, okay, and we are going to run we are going to top stitch very close to this edge here, okay, round first. You know, you can actually go and iron everything down properly after turning it. You can go iron it down before doing this one that I'm doing, but because you know I know how to just get it done without ironing it first, that is why I am doing it now without going to the ironing table first. Careful around the curve. Let's just call it corner. Be careful around the corner. All right. Alright, so that is done now. You can see the stitches. The place is neat and is smooth. Everything is very relaxed. So we are just going to continue the stitch, and we will move this way and then stitch the edges, like all this edge that is still moving like this. We are going to stitch it down following the shape that is on the placket already. Okay. You can see that I am actually taking my time, being careful, and I made sure I followed the shape that is already on the placket. So that is it. We are done fixing the placket now. So you can go to your ironing table and give it a nice press. So I will just do that and come back to you so that we can continue. You can see this is done now. So I'll go iron it and continue. So I am done with the ironing and I'm back. Now the next thing to do is to try to ensure that the width of this tip here aligns with the person's measurement. So I'm going to measure everything. In order for you to get the measurements right, you have to bring these two together like this. Make sure it's close together like this properly. Okay, the cufflinks of this person, the cufflinks measurement is 9 inches. Okay, so this is 3 and that. Okay, and what I have here is 11.5 inches. So that means I have like 2.5 inches to spare. Now, out of the 2.5 inches, we already know that we are going to use about 1 inch, that is 0.5 on each side, 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So we have 1.5 inches left. So we are going to measure from this place. We measure 2.5 inches and chalk it. Okay, now from that 2.5 inches you can measure the 1.5 straight, or you can split it into 2 and measure maybe 1 inch, then you leave space of 0.5 inch and do the remaining half an inch. But for me, I'll just take everything. So 1.5 inches, right? Now please focus with me here. You see that this is the wider part, this is the smaller part. You are taking we want to form the pleats on the sleeve. We are forming it on this wider part, and that is the reason why we took this measurement here. The 1.5 inches that is left here is for us to form the slit with it, to make the slit with it. So you will pick this second line, the last line you mark, and bring it to the first mark here, that is the 2.5 inches mark. Okay, so this is it. So I will take this to the ironing table now and press it down. Okay, I will do that and come back to you now. So it is ironed now. Now we already have the pleat here. If you measure from here to here, it is 2.5. So I am going to put the stitches of the machine to gather stitch and use it to hold it down temporarily. So that is the reason for putting it on gathers. Okay, what I mean by gathers is the highest stitch length or width of the machine. So the space between each stitch will be very wide. So yeah, with this now, when I want to undo the stitch, it will be easy. Okay, so this is done now. We can go ahead to confirm the measurements again. You close this place together, don't let it overlap, just close it and let it touch each other firmly and measure it. Okay, so So now we have 10 inches. So remember to return this stitch back to what we were using before. Now so the fabric is now folded together on the wrong side now. So fold it together on the wrong side, making sure that the two edges and the tip, this place and this place, we are going to make sure it aligns. Okay, so once it aligns properly, now the allowance that I left for this beginning part is 0.5. so I put it on the 0.5 mark and stitch. Okay, but you know the way I cut this in my own, the way I used to cut my sleeve, I use 0.5 when I want to start here. This is where the cufflinks, the cuff itself is going to be attached to. So after that point, that is all that I'm talking about is like 1 inch upwards from the beginning, from the start point. After the 1 inch start point, I start to increase the allowance, because now I have more allowance to take in, so that if the person becomes fatter in the future and wants to increase the size of the sleeve, there will be enough allowance for it. So once I reach that 1 inch mark, I will just continue to apply my measurement anyway. You don't need to worry yourself about how I do mine. Just get these basics. So I will stop around there now. Alright. Okay, so this same process that we did for this sleeve, now we are going to repeat it for the other sleeve. I am not going to show that in this video. I'm just telling you that you repeat the same process for the other sleeve. Is the same thing. So the next thing we will do after that is for us to prepare the cuff in order for us to attach it to it. So you see the way I've already prepared the cuff to this extent. This part is bigger than this part and everything. The video on how to achieve this is already on the channel. Please, you can check the channel for the video of how to achieve that. It's going to make our work easier. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to stitch this, the stay on this thing is already 9 inches wide, so we are going to stitch around it like this, following the shape that is on it already. This one that is folded inwards, you will open it back before you stitch, okay? But you are going to start your stitch from where this stay stops here, and that is it. So remember to open this one and stitch down. So that is done. Then we are going to trim it just like we did to the other one. So once that is done, you see it's done, we turn it inside out like this. You can use your scissors or anything that has a pointed tip to push out all the corners like that. Okay, so I will just go to the ironing table to iron this. Okay, so the ironing is done. This is what we have. Everything is laying flat. Now it's time to attach it to the sleeve. So we are going to turn the sleeve inside out as well. So this is now the right side. Okay, okay, so if we open this place up, this one that we didn't stitch down, we bring it out. We bring it out. Now see, this is the part with the stain. Okay, this is the right side, this is the right side of the fabric, this is the part with the stain. So we will align this tip like this. Alright, and move this first one out of the way. So once we move this first one out of the way, we are going to run the stitch across using, for me, I'm going to use 0.5 inches as my allowance. That is what I already measured or gave room for. Okay, so it's not compulsory you use 0.5. Just do whatever is convenient for you. Tailoring is an art, so it's flexible. So as you sew, you are going to be taking it gradually so that you will not go and hold this other piece down. So as you are sewing, you'll be pulling this one out so that you won't mistakenly join it to the other side of the placket of the cord. Alright, so we are gradually approaching the allowance. I would prefer to open it up like this. Okay, it's not compulsory you open it up, or I prefer to do that. It's just my preference. I like to open up my allowances so that we allow the fabric to lay properly and look nice outside. So if you do this right, everything is supposed to be equal. like it seems this one is turning out to be equal as well, so it means I did it right too. Okay, this is tailoring. There is no ITK in it. It's possible for anyone to make mistakes, so as long as we don't want to make mistake, we just need to apply the right principles and ensure that we get our measurements right. So you see, I have attached it and it's equal on both sides. So what is left for us to do is to push this part that we have just joined, push it inside like this and bring that down part to cover it like that. You see, we do that all through, and then once we are done with that, our primary aim now is to close this place. You see, this down part that is open, we want to stitch everything and close it up. So ensure that it's aligning properly, and then you put it, move it to the machine. So see, you are sewing on this space here. Your stitches will enter this place, not here, not here, here, this space here, down. So because the down part of the cuff is wider than that upper part that you joined to the sleeve, now as you are trying to top stitch now, it will be easier for you for the stitches to hold the down part as well. So everything is just about applying common sense. That is what we applied, and that is why the whole thing is working. If we did not devise that method of making sure that that down part is wider than the upper part, then we'll probably be struggling with it now, trying to hold them together. So just keep pushing in everything and making sure that they are aligned. You can use your hand to feel it here, and you'll see that you are still on track. Okay, we are almost done. Thank you for staying with us so far. If you are still watching this video, then you are a champion. Kudos to you. We are almost done. So let's continue to ensure that everything is aligning. Yeah, so we are done. As you can see, this is it. It's perfectly done. So we'll cut out all the excess threads, and now what we are going to do now, this is it, it's done now. We are going to undo this seam, this one that we used to hold the plate down. We can remove it now. So the final thing we will do is for us to now run a stitch close to this edge here, just reinforcement stitch, and it's also a kind of stitch that will also beautify the curve. So just run it across the edges like that. So I will just do that. So this is it. I've run the stitch across all around the edges of the curve. As you can see, it is neat and beautiful. So I also ran a top stitch here too. You can see everything. So what is left for us to do now is to do the buttonhole. So I will do that with my zigzag machine, not with the industrial. Okay, so that will bring us to the end of today's video. Everything you've done for this sleeve, you are going to do it for the other one, and that is how to attach your cuff to your sleeve. That is how to do the vents and everything. So in our coming video, in the next video, we'll teach you how to correctly attach your sleeve to the borders, because as it is now, there is a right side, there is a left side. If you attach the right to the left and the left to the right, the cloth is going to look funny. So we'll show you the correct way to attach it in our next video. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to our channel, and kindly share the video with your friends. Let a lot of people also enjoy these benefits. Thank you so much. God bless you. Till we meet again. Bye.